Hello guys, welcome back to another exciting video. It's been a very long day in town and I've got a good news for you. If you watched my previous videos, you realize that I went into Montreal for my Belgium visa some weeks ago, and today here we are. They sent me this to my address and I want to unveil it so that we can all see what is in this envelope. Yeah. So let me not waste much time. This is from the Consulate of Belgium to Albert. Yeah, no need to know my address because you don't need it. Alright, so let's get right into business. Alright, so they actually sent me this. You know why they sent me this? This was the Canada Post Express envelope I sent to them so that they can ship to me. But they got back to me telling me, which I already know, that Canada Post is on strike, so they can send it. So they sent me back my envelope. Anyways, it is what it is. So maybe I'll keep it for later. And then they sent me this. What do I need this for? Okay, so I placed my passport pictures in this one. I think that's why they sent it to me. Now, this is my passport. I've been waiting for my passport for the past 4 weeks or so. Apparently, I was supposed to travel to Belgium from the 1st of December to the 10th of December. That is what I did the application for. I think 2 weeks after submitting my documents, they called me that they were unable to process my visa before the travel time, and so if I'm still interested in the visa, they can schedule me for another time, blah 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 blah. And I said, okay, no worry, anytime. So they asked me when I want to travel, and I'm like, okay, maybe somewhere February 2025. And they said, okay, they'll work on it towards that date. So let me see what they gave me, and then after this video I'll let you know all the documents I put together to apply for this visa. Yes, so this is my UK visa. Oh la la. Guys, I got a Schengen visa. So I don't know whether you can see. I don't want you to see the details. Okay, let me show you my face. So visa to Belgium. Alright, so they gave me from the 1st of February 2025 to the 26th of February 2025. But they're saying the duration of stay is 10 days. So I can stay for 10 days. So I can actually go anytime from the 1st of February 2025 to the 26th of February 2025. And within this time, when I go there, I can stay only for 10 days. And there's a multiple entry visa. So I can go on the 1st and then go to UK on the 3rd and come back. But I'll make sure I'll have to stay 10 days in total. Anyways, I can go to all the other Schengen countries as well. So give me 5 minutes. Let me go change up, refreshing up, and I'll come tell you the documents I put together to get this visa. Alright, hello guys, so welcome back. I went to the barbering shop to get a quick haircut. How do you see my haircut, guys? Okay, so let's continue the video. So this session I want to let you know what you need so you can get a Schengen visa. Almost all the Schengen visas have got the same requirements. So I'm going to tell you what I used for my Belgium visa, and then you can use the same requirements for the other visa. That is if you have a passport that doesn't allow you to visit the Schengen enclave visa free. Yes, if you have a Ghanaian passport, a Nigerian passport, a South African passport, with all these passports, bro, you can't go to any of the Schengen countries without a visa. So I wrote the points on my phone. So if you see me look down, it means I'm looking on my phone to give you the information. All right. So first of all, you need to complete an application form. Yes, there is always a Schengen application form for each of the for any of the Schengen countries. Yes, and so I'll put the link in the description for the Belgium visa one I used for the Belgium one I used in the description bottom. Yes, so depending on your country you are in, depending on where you are applying for, depending on where you are applying from, you'd need a specific link to apply for the visa. So you can just go online, just go to Google and type um, if it's Belgium visa application. It will give you links so you can do your application. So fill out the Schengen visa application form, sign it, and ensure that all information is accurate and complete. This is very important. Please don't lie in your application. Don't lie. Don't joke with your brony. Don't be so smart. So accurate information. If you are 20, you are 20. If you are slim, you are slim. Let the informations be accurate. All right. Secondly, obviously, this one is obvious. You need your passport, and then you should have some spaces, some blank spaces in your passport so you can get a stamp if you're approved. You need your passport. So I wrote down this point. Your passport must be valid for at least 3 months beyond the planned departure from the Schengen area. So you need a valid passport, and then it should be valid for at least 3 months beyond the planned departure from the Schengen area. Yes, you also must have at least 2 blank pages for the visa stamp. Yes, you can't go to the embassy with all the pages of your visa, the pages of your passport having a visa in it. Where are they going to stamp it? All right, so you must have at least 2 blank pages. Some say one, but have at least two to be on the safer side. Number three, passport sized photos. Yes. Usually, you submit two most recent Schengen visa. Usually, you submit two most recent photos of yourself. And then if you're in Canada or US, if you go to Staples and you tell them you want a passport picture for a Schengen visa, they know. The size is usually 35 mm by 45. So 35 mm by 45 mm. That is the size they need. It should be a white background, and then you should have neutral face expression. It should be like this. You can't go and then you open your teeth like you are smiling for a crack. No. You should have a neutral face expression. Then you take your picture. I also advise that you don't wear white. Just wear any other color aside white. So that is for the passport size pictures. You need to create a travel itinerary. Okay, you need to create a travel itinerary, and with this, sometimes I use AI. Okay, so you can go to ChatGPT and type create a travel itinerary for a 10-day visit in Belgium. It would make your work simple for you. But if you really know what you want to do, just put it down. You get it? Yes. You need to have a flight reservation showing when you intend to travel and then when you intend to exit. Usually if you are using Expedia, I don't know whether you can get a flight reservations without paying. But then you can use the dummy ticket. So if you type dummy ticket on Google, you can do your reservations without having to pay much. Just pay something little and they'll give you a flight reservation. Proof of accommodation. You need to prove where you're going to stay. If you are being hosted by a friend, it means he is going to provide accommodation for you. So his proof of accommodation, get it from him and then put it there. If you're going to sleep in a hotel, It means you've done your reservations and you booked the hotel. So there's a proof, right? Add that proof to it. So I wrote these points down. Hotel bookings or an invitation letter from a host. That is, if you are staying with a family or a friend, that one you have the invitation letter, so it's proof of accommodation. Or the hotel bookings. Yes. So bookings.com hasn't paid me for this, but I mean I use bookings.com. Yes. So bookings.com, if you are watching this, please sponsor this video. That was just by the way. You need to prove your financial means. Yes. So recent bank statements, at least 3 to 6 months. That lasts for 3 to 6 months. Yes. So you need your bank statement. If your uncle that is sponsoring you, whoever is sponsoring you, should provide the bank statement and add a sponsorship letter to it. But I mean, if you want to travel, it means you have money. Why are you waiting for your uncle to sponsor you? Get your own money, build your own bank statement, and then use their bank statement. Some people do ask, how much do I need in my bank statement before? Okay, so let's say you're traveling to Belgium, right? And in Belgium, if you calculate your flight ticket expenditure and everything, is $4,000. Wow, $4,000. So it means you need around $10,000 or $7,000. Yes, from my experience, it can be different from yours. So around $7,000 is okay to show. When I was applying to Belgium, I just had $2,000 in my account, and it worked for me. You need a travel insurance. I'll try and put a link for where you get a good travel insurance for your European trip. Yes. So usually the coverage of at least 30,000 for medical emergencies, accidents, and repatriation. Yes. And then your travel insurance must be valid in all Schengen countries for your entire duration of your stay. So I'll put a link to where you can get your travel insurance. If you're employed, you need to show proof of employment. So if you're a student, you need your enrollment letter or proof of studentship. Why am I making so much mistakes today? Anyways, you need proof of studentship for the application. If you are self-employed, you need your business registration certificate and recent tax returns. And if you're employed, you need to get an employment letter, and then you need to, if you can ask your employer to give you a proof of employment or whatever. You should have details of your position, salary, and if it's a leave approval, you just add it to it. Yes. So that's for the employment side. So okay, you should also, if you should prove of ties to your home country. Okay, so if you're here in Canada and you want to visit Belgium, your ties can be your rent. You've rented, you sign a lease for a year, and you're traveling. You have a car and you're traveling. All these documents you have can be proof of home ties. Okay, even though Canada is not your home. But let's say for me, I have a foundation in Ghana, so I added my foundation documents to it, and then it's still proof to my home ties. You get it? Yes. And then you pay your visa application fee. I think for the Belgium, I didn't pay any fee online. I paid in person when, that brings me back to biometrics, when I went for biometrics in Montreal. So you need to find out where the consulate or the VFS office is. And then after booking to go see them, that is where you pay your application fee, and then you take your biometrics. Yes, so they do your fingerprints, and then with that, after that is done, you don't need to do any of them for like 59 months or so. You don't need to do any other Schengen biometrics for like 59 months. That was what I was told. And then they just ask you a few questions. It's not an interview. They just ask you a few questions. Okay, blah, blah, blah. And then they correct some things on the machine. And then that is it. So let me give you these tips. You should apply 3 months before your planned trip, because sometimes it takes long. If I had applied earlier, I would have gotten my visa without the visa officer having to call me to reschedule my travel time. You get it? And then provide original documents along with copies. So for example, I remember when I was going for my biometrics, I sent my original residence document. I don't want to mention what it is, whether it's PR or work permit or student visa or student permit or whatever it is for you, either student permit, work permit, or your PR card, you send the original and then a photocopy. So when you get the cross check, and then they give you the original copy and keep the photocopy. Yes, and then you have to double check the requirements I've given you now and make sure everything is tallying. All the documents are original. Everything is in Ghana. We say pe 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 j j j j j j, and then I wish you well. So, like I said, I'm not sure I'm gonna travel to Belgium. So it means my visa is gonna just expire. But guys, if you're watching this video and you feel it's educative, you have something to share, please drop it in the comment section and please support me. Share this video to a friend, like this video, and then drop a comment. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.